Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sidelined episode 27 with Jonny and Noah. I'm Noah.
And I'm Jonny. Welcome back. It has been a while. The NFL has been a little bit slow the last few weeks, so we have a little scenario for the draft for you guys. So pretty much the Saints and the Eagles made a big trade involving multiple first-round picks for the next few years. So the full trade details are going to be around here.
Basically, what the Saints did was they traded their 18th pick and their first round pick next year for two picks this year, which is the 16th and the 19th, which is two pretty solid picks. I mean, middle of the pack, of course.
The Saints have a huge history of trading. They've actually traded 20 times during the draft under Sean Payton. And obviously, the head coach now is still a Sean Payton guy. Yeah. Since he kind of just took over.
Yeah.
And the last time they traded was in 2018 when they traded two first-round picks in exchange to trade up for Marcus Davenport. A couple of their needs are offensive tackle, wide receiver, another safety, cornerback, tight end, defensive tackle, and linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, the players they acquired, obviously, they have Marcus Maye. They lost Marcus Williams, and they lost the big guy, Terron Armstead. I think Marcus Maye is a better value at the safety position.
Definitely.
Honestly, so good for them for getting him better value. And he's a little bit older, obviously, but, you replace Marcus Williams with a solid safety.
Yeah, no doubt.
And now it's just looking to the offensive tackle, wide receiver positions. Yeah. Corner, obviously, too, but Marshawn Lattimore can hold it down himself.
I think so. I think he'll be okay. So I have a couple scenarios here that I want to talk about. Do the Saints possibly use one of their first-round picks to trade up for a future quarterback? And I have a mock trade here, essentially. They would be trading pick 16, 98, and then 194 to Washington. And Washington will be getting back a third-round pick because they traded a third-round pick to get Carson Wentz. So I feel like that kind of fits for both teams. And then they would be getting Matt Corral, the quarterback from Ole Miss.
Interesting.
I like
Corral
him a lot.
Would be an interesting one.
I think he's the number one quarterback in this draft class.
Really?
And I think this is like a perfect match made in heaven trade between the two teams because it helps them both out in a way.
Yeah. I mean, Matt Corral, he's one of those players that he's pretty good, but he's a little raw. Yeah. So he might be interesting in the second round, but he also could go in the first. I mean, a lot of these quarterbacks are very weird. I think the only guy that I can guarantee you will go in the first is the Liberty quarterback.
Yeah,
Malik Willis.
Yeah, I think
he's guaranteed to go in the first, but honestly, I could see Kenny Pickett, I could see Matt Corral, and I could see Desmond Ridder all going in the first or the second, or honestly, some of them even the third, which is crazy. But Matt Corral would be honestly a great fit for this team.
I think
it'd
it was
be
pretty
interesting
cool
to see.
Yeah, and then another scenario I have here: do they sit and pick a wide receiver at 16 and then go quarterback at 19 if the quarterback is there? So I had a receiver at 16, Jamison Williams from Alabama, obviously junior, 6'2", and 179.
Yeah.
I have him going at 16. He's such a great player.
He really is.
I think he would really complement Michael Thomas well. He's can get you over top, and Michael Thomas can get you with his only route.
Signature move, the slant move.
Signature slant.
He would honestly be a top 5 pick this year if he did not tear that ACL.
I honestly think he would have done higher.
Maybe not top 5, but he would be the number 1 receiver in this class if he did not tear that ACL. Yeah. I think he'd be great at 16.
I think
great
so.
Value.
And then another situation I have at 16, maybe Trevor Pening falls. I know he's not like the number 1, 2, or 3 tackle in the class, but he's still really good. He's a mauler.
No, yeah, he'd definitely be solid at number 16.
I think maybe he falls to them at 16. Obviously, he's a tackle, Trevor Pening, redshirt senior from Northern Iowa, and I think he is probably the best power blocker in this entire class. I know they have a glaring hole at tackle, and they need someone else opposite of Michael Thomas, but I think tackle is more of a pressing need than receiver.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because they have Traquan Smith, they have Michael Thomas, but they don't really have a tight end either. But there's really no great tight ends in this class. Maybe you take one in the second or third round, but I don't know. I think Trevor Pening or Jamison Williams would be perfect at 16, and then maybe you take your quarterback at 19.
Yeah, I mean, receiver and running back and safety are the 3 most replaceable positions in the game. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not saying any of those positions are any easier or harder the more replaceable they are, but, you can find a receiver in free agency that could probably do the job.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think an offensive tackle is very valuable, especially a young one. You want that, especially since you just lost Terron Armstead, who was there for a long time.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think he started there, but he was there for a long time, and you want to replace that all-pro talent at offensive tackle. And, you might as well start with a guy who looks pretty solid coming out of college. And if he falls to 16, that would be, beautiful for them.
Yeah,
Jamison Williams might fall to 19, so you might get both of them.
You could get either or. But I think they definitely need to get a receiver in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Because Michael Thomas is coming off that kind of scary ankle injury, and he was out the entire season, so you don't know how he's going to play.
You need Jameis to get some weapons. No matter how replaceable the position is, you still want a guy that you could depend on. I mean, Jalen Waddle in the first round last year, Devontae Smith. These players are really great. You need a superstar receiver, and you can have some guys to complement them. We don't know what Michael Thomas is going to be next year, so you might as well get someone like Jamison Williams, who looked really great in college. An ACL injury is obviously concerning, but that's the reason why he'd fall to you. And, whatever we're going to see from him is probably going to be really great.
Hopefully. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps up this video. Just thought it was a good draft scenario with this team. And then the trade between Washington, I thought that was kind of a perfect trade just because it would help out both teams. So, yeah, if you guys have any thoughts, let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys are aware when we upload a new video.
Yep, we'll be there to upload a draft preview the week of the draft. So look forward to that as well.
Yep.
Peace.